this is kind of a banner year for privacy laws. There were 5 states that had new privacy laws go into effect this year alone. California and Virginia are probably the two main states that have new privacy laws. Connecticut has one, Utah has one, and I hate to say it, but I'm just completely blanking on the 5th state.
Colorado?
Yeah, I think so. Um, so, privacy laws are certainly necessary. They're outstanding. The problem that we have is each one is a little different. And it's not just one privacy law per state. So you'll have privacy laws that cover individuals. You'll have privacy laws that cover children. You have privacy laws that cover medical. Yes, we do have HIPAA and high tech for national privacy laws. But with so many different privacy laws, it's very difficult for companies to know what they need to do to protect the privacy, the data that they're collecting. Then you throw into the mix if any of the people that you're working with are EU citizens, now all of a sudden you have to add full-blown GDPR to the mix. We have new privacy laws in India, throughout APAC. There are several countries that have added privacy laws. So if you're international, you need to somehow normalize all of these laws. One approach certainly is to look at all the laws that are affecting you, take the most egregious parts of each law, build a privacy policy around that, and figure if I'm covering all of the most difficult parts of every law that I'm dealing with, I should be okay. But still, that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. On the other hand, if we can't get a national privacy law, it's better to have something. So yes, California's is probably the closest to GDPR of all of them, but still, the laws in the U.S. are different in focus to the laws in Europe. The EU regulations are focused on protecting the privacy of the individual. The U.S. laws are more process oriented and are less. They still focus on protecting the individual data, but they're not looking at the data the same way the EU laws do. The EU laws are totally focused on protecting the individual, and basically the GDPR comes from what the Europeans suffered during World War II of people turning in family and making claims about other people. And so those laws are more focused on protecting the individual's privacy. In the US, the laws are more focused on protecting corporations and keeping them from having to violate consumer privacy. But the focus is less on the person, more on the organization. It's just a different way of looking at the same thing.